It went down. We had an amazing time. We had a little sex and it was great. Like, if you're cheating on me and if you're cheating on me with bitches in my bed that I know, my friends, it was nice knowing you. Nicole Murphy, she just has a really bad track record. Everybody ain't lying. Welcome to another episode of That's Scary with Meloney P. I'm your girl, Meloney P, and we are here to have a conversation. Listen, y'all, we're talking about Lisa Raye McCoy. And the reason why we're talking about Lisa Raye McCoy is because I owe my Libra sister an apology. And I am not opposed to owing somebody an apology and admitting when I'm wrong, and therefore this is the show. Listen, y'all, before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This is a podcast where we talk about everything from love, sex, dating, relationships, and everything going on in the culture. Make sure you join the community, child. This is a free community of womanhood, menhood, womenhood, whatever your hood you stay in. This is your community. This is a free space to open up, have healthy dialogue. I be seeing y'all in the comments and I really love the engaging back and forth in the comments. Make sure you're following me on TikTok and Instagram, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now listen, I have another amazing podcast where I co-host with at Simba's Lounge, and it's called the What Was Said podcast. And on last week's episode of the What Was Said podcast, the subject of Lisa Raye McCoy came up. Now I'm going to insert the clip that sparked the conversation on the What Was Said podcast right here.
Why waste your time dating somebody who is not going to elevate your life?
I don't want to stress you out by trying to keep up with my lifestyle that I already have and am accustomed to. I'm going to these restaurants just for lunch meetings, and it takes you your whole check to take me there. You are still wanting a vacation for the weekend. I vacationing on holiday for the month.
Give it up for the Lisa Raye McCoy. Playing the role of Diamond, did that affect you from booking other roles because people only saw you as that?
Of course it did.
Your very public second marriage, obviously the infidelity and the alleged misappropriating the funds and all that stuff. Were the signs there and you chose to ignore it because you were in love?
I was not in love.
You weren't in love?
No.
Did your ex ever sleep with one of your friends?
Mm-hmm.
Celebrity friends?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them?
Mm-hmm.
You alleged, too, that Nicole Murphy had relations with your ex-husband. Were you two friends?
She was at my bachelorette party. Which, you know what? At that time, my mother told me then.
Now, if you just listen to that clip, I spoke prematurely on my opinion about Lisa Raye McCoy and my opinion on that clip on the What Was Said podcast. And ironically, a lot of the listeners in the comments agree with me. And we were saying basically that, Lisa Raye is a very aggressive appearing woman, meaning that even in that clip, when you listen to her speak, it almost sounds like she's almost arguing or agitated when she speaks. And that was my thought process without actually listening to the full Carlos King interview. Now, I want to say this. I think every woman should listen to that damn Lisa Raye McCoy, Carlos King interview. And the reason is because Lisa Raye, I have such a newfound respect for her. I spoke out of turn and I have kicked myself in the foot for that because, wait, how you kick yourself in the foot? I kick myself wherever that saying go. Child, I be messing up a saying every episode. But yeah, I was like, girl, I'm a damn idiot for talking about this black woman the way that I was on that episode, just because she said that, she is a woman of a certain caliber. She has a certain, requirement from a man that she dates. And if she's a woman that hypothetically is making 7 figures in a month or a year, whatever the math is, she should have the ability, and not even should have the ability. There should be nothing wrong with a woman, especially a Black woman, having her requirements, especially if she meets and exceeds those requirements. So in that clip, she said, I don't want to stress you out, right, by trying to live up to my lifestyle. I don't want to stress you out because I am used, not even just from men doing this for me and a husband doing this for me, who was a whole president of a country, but I do this for myself. So I'm not a pick-me. I'm actually a woman who has worked hard as hell in her career, who has the finances to sustain a certain lifestyle. And at the end of the day, I don't want to stress you out, and you can't even do the things for me that I do for myself, even at a low level. She said that, a man might be struggling. And listen, here's the thing. We're not talking about me and you. We ain't talking about me and you and the average 9-to-5er, aspiring entrepreneur. We're not talking about us. We're talking about Lisa Raye. And we have to give Lisa Raye her flowers and all the things. And again, kicking myself into wherever you kick yourself for not being introspective enough, not thinking before I spoke about this Black woman. She is a Black queen, literally and figuratively. So at the end of the day, if she's used to a certain accustomed lifestyle, who are we to say that she's wrong for that? Who are we to say that she is aggressive for standing 10 toes down in the requirements that she wants for her life? And here's the thing. One of the reasons why I feel like women should listen to this interview is because she is a woman who is strong, still feminine, because I will say that on the What Was Said podcast, I was saying that, the Brat seems more feminine than Lisa Raye McCoy, and I am 100% wrong in that. And again, I will say when I'm wrong, and I have no problem because I love to learn. But oftentimes I feel like Black women, and I said this on the show even about myself, if you have an opinion, if you have standards, if you have certain requirements, sometimes for some reason, if a Black woman says that she has a certain requirement, especially in a mate, it is met with a lot of controversy. It is met with a lot of hate, especially from inside our own community. And that is a problem. Lisa Raye McCoy isn't just some Jane Doe across the street. She is an actress. She is a producer. She is established. She was a queen of a country, child. And if she wants a certain man, then she should be able to get that certain type of man. In that interview, Lisa Raye also talks about her relationship, how she met, I think his name was Michael, I'll insert his name, how she met her ex-husband, who was a king of Turks and Caicos, whatever, king, president, one of the two. And even in her explaining how she met him, the trajectory of their relationship and the demise of their relationship, you can't have nothing but respect for Lisa Raye McCoy. I'm not going to go into all the details. Please make sure that you watch that Carlos King interview. But she speaks about how basically this was a man. He noticed her. He invited her and her family on a private jet to just, have fun for the weekend, have fun at his expense, at his dollar, not just her whole entire family, which I respect. He invited her and she said, "We will see you there. Bring the plane." He flew her and her family out to Turks and Caicos, all expense on him, on his dime, wined, dined, and gave her a good time, okay? And her family a good time. And she was like real, bold and transparent in saying, yeah, it went down. It went down. We had an amazing time. We had a little sex, and it was great. And one thing about her in this interview that, again, I have to tip my hat to is that you can tell that she is a real no nonsense woman who, even though she is Lisa Raye and she's all the things, she's still real. And I don't mean like the fake Hollywood real. I mean like she's just, listen, yep, I went out there, he flew my family out, we had sex, it was good, and I knew I was gonna see him again because, you know, he was it. And she even said that, you know, it wasn't so much of a situation where she was like, oh my God, I'm in love with this man. She literally says in the interview, which I can't do nothing but respect, is that she really wasn't in love with this man, but she was given an opportunity and he was on the same page with her. Listen, I need a wife. I really enjoy your time. I know that we may not be in love now, but at the end of the day, I want to date you. I want to get to know you. And while I'm dating and getting to know you, come on over here and be the queen. Have a butler, have a staff as I'm courting you. And let's grow into getting to like fall in love with each other. And it wasn't like she wasn't, how a lot of women do, especially in the industry. They're going to just fake it and make it seem like they're so in love and this, that, and the third, and it was love and they didn't have sex on the first date, whatever the case might be. No, she kept it real with what it was. And she married that man, had a beautiful wedding. And even for her to end the marriage, he did not end the marriage. She ended the marriage. Listening to her talk about leaving that rich black man, again, I can't have nothing but respect for her because it's like, be with this man who wants to be with me. I mean, not in a respectful way, but I have access to all the things. I don't have to lift my finger to do a damn thing. I am rich beyond rich. I have all the access. Yeah, he's cheating, but shit, I mean, whatever. The level of respect that I have for Lisa Raye to say, fuck this. Like, if you're cheating on me and if you're cheating on me with bitches in my bed that I know, my friends, it was nice knowing you. Go after what you want. And I believe in what I read, she didn't even leave that marriage with what we think that she would have left that marriage with. And I don't know the details behind that, but the level of respect that I have to have for her, because not saying that I would stay, but a lot of women would stay and just get the money. Stay. And again, who's to say that she didn't, you know, stay in it longer than what she typically would have because she had the access. But even the way she spoke about her leaving that marriage is nothing but what you can respect as a woman. She spoke also about, you know, the Nicole Murphy of it all. Nicole Murphy and Dwayne Martin. This is why you don't see them niggas anywhere, because you cannot do wrong by people and expect to get blessed, child. Dwayne Martin was her friend when she was married. He introduced her to her husband, Michael, who was the, you know, the king, the president, whatever, of Turks and Caicos. And then he ended up betraying her just to get closer to her husband because of the access. Now, I just spoke about how you got to have respect for Lisa for, you know, not just staying in that situation, in that marriage, just because it's comfortable and it's rich and I have all the access. But Dwayne Martin is more of a bitch than Lisa Raye will ever be, from what it seems like, you know, because where's your loyalty? Where was your loyalty to your friend who introduced you to this man, and you know this man is cheating and you're helping him cheat and you're being with him cheating and she don't want you there. But you know what? I don't have a penis. I have a vagina, Dwayne. You have the vagina. And even though I'm supposed to be a man and this is supposed to be my friend, and I see that this man is cheating and disrespecting my friend, I'm gonna go stick with him because he got the access. You know, it's very disgusting. And that's really why you don't see Dwayne Martin in anything. And then back to Nicole, her friend. I didn't even realize that Nicole Murphy was in her damn wedding at her bachelor party. And she had the nerve to be cheating, allegedly, on, you know, cheating on Michael Strahan fine ass with Lisa Raye's husband while she was married, flying to Turks and Caicos without Lisa Raye McCoy knowing, just to sleep with her husband. Listen, I might dibble and dabble in a lot of things, child. I'm very much a free spirit, but one thing I will never do is be with a married man intentionally, be with a married man. Like, I will never cheat and be a cheater, and especially cheat with a man who is married, because I believe in karma. And if you look at Nicole Murphy and if you look at Dwayne Martin, karma is rearing its ugly head. But for a woman, especially a woman who already has a man, to cheat not only with a married man, but your friend's husband. Like, I really do love Nicole Murphy. I think she's very pretty and all that kind of stuff, but I don't respect her. And it's not even just about the Lisa Raye situation. It's just everybody ain't lying. And Nicole Murphy, she just has a really bad track record. Everybody ain't lying. And I really think if I had to choose between who I believe between Lisa Raye and Nicole Murphy, I'm going to choose Lisa Raye 10 toes down. And not to mention, Lisa Raye is a Libra sister, child. And we keep it real. We're very honest. We're very loyal. And we're very perfect people. Just joking. And then lastly, I wanted to touch on her relationship with Vivica Fox. And this is another reason why I just truly just love and have a new admiration and respect for Lisa McCoy. Lisa Raye. You know, Lisa Raye had a talk show, an online talk show with Claudia, Vivica Fox, and the lady that sings, "I am your woman, I am your woman." They had a really great show. They had a show that started out during the pandemic, and it went out to, to survive the pandemic. It was really perfect. It was called Cocktails with the Queens on Fox Soul. Somehow or another, Lisa was like, listen, this is supposed to be a 1 day a week show, and I'm supposed to be getting paid this much. Period, point blank. This is supposed to be a little side little thing for me to do. I'm getting some backlash from some of my opinions. Y'all want me to do meetings, and y'all want me to come on and do this, that, and the third. So if you want me to do this, that, and the third, in addition to what I'm just being paid for, then I need this, that, and the third money. I need my coin. And if not, it was great. Nice knowing you, respectfully. Now, a lot of the Fox Soul shows that we love have just really dissipated. And that's a whole other conversation, because it's almost like, Black people, man, we got to do better. But Vivica Fox and Lisa Raye, kind of their friendship fell apart. And she speaks about that a lot on The Interview with Carlos King. But what I love, and it's really given Libra energy, right? It's giving Libra. We are very loyal. If you don't have a Libra woman in your life, you need one, because we're very loyal. We are just the perfect partner, and not even just like romantic. We're the perfect friend, the perfect sister. We perfect as long as you guys are loyal to us, because we don't like no disloyal bitches. But long story short, her and Vivica Fox weren't talking. There were some issues between them. And the fact that she went in to discuss how basically her and Vivica were able to sit down on a plane. They happened to be on a plane ride somewhere together. Ironically, they said, hey, let's talk. They talked the entire plane ride, grown woman Libra shit. And they are friends to this day. And I have to respect that, because Black people, Black women, that friendship thing is really a sticky situation sometimes, especially with women, man. I've had some of the most worst experiences with women and so-called friends. But when you have a friend that you guys, fall out, but you're both mature enough to have a conversation, because I always say on my podcast, healthy communication to be able to fix anything, whether it's in your favor or not. The ability to communicate is one of the most important things that you have. So it just goes to show Lisa Raye's, her character. It goes to show, the kind of woman she is. She's very much, it is what it is. I'm a rich bitch. I want a rich nigga. And that's it, period, point blank. And she's not putting down anybody in that conversation. She is just standing 10 toes down in what she prefers and what she desires in a mate. And I think that the way that Lisa Raye articulates, her desires in a relationship her desires in friendship is something that we all can learn from. Women need to understand their value. And it's so funny because it's a whole 180 from what I said on the What Was Said podcast, because it's like, women need to understand their value. And if more women thought of themselves the way that Lisa Raye thought of herself and understood her worth, understood her power, stood 10 toes down in what she wants in a partner, we would be in a whole lot better situation. The Sexy Reds of the world would not be winning, but the Lisa Raye McCoy of the world would be winning. So at the end of the day, I just wanted to do this show just to talk about, listen, child, I was wrong. I was wrong. And I'm going to stand 10 toes down in the fact that, shit. Don't talk until you know. Don't talk until you know. Listen, y'all, make sure you guys check out that Carlos King interview with Lisa Raye. It is really something that is is a good interview. It's a good listen. You learn a lot from it. And Lisa Raye McCoy, girl, you have taught me a lot on that episode. And I cannot wait to meet you in person as I am on the red carpet coming up. Listen, y'all, make sure you hit that subscribe button and I will see you in the next